Hello there, I'm Beth, and I've been bitten. No, not by a mosquito. Believe me, living in the South has taught me a thing or 20 about bug bites, but by something much more contagious and unexpected. Now, before we dive into this intriguing tale of the bug, let's just rewind a little bit. Because you see, it all began when I was fresh out of college. I was working as a hospitality agent at a big hotel and convention center, and I just want you to try and picture this. There was a bustling lobby filled with guests from all walks of life. There's laughter, there's clinking glasses. And in this vibrant setting, my manager approached me and handed me this typed letter. I quickly realized this was no ordinary letter after just reading a few lines. This letter was a glowing review of the customer service that I had provided a recent hotel guest. And reading the entire note, honestly, I was so humbled, but in truth, I kind of just felt like I was doing my job. But this sweet lady saw my service in such a different light. In her heartfelt letter to my manager, she praised my abilities and she even emphasized the value that she felt like I brought to the hotel. Oh my gosh, my manager was impressed and I was floored, and I just felt so incredibly grateful that this person took a flight back home, wrote a letter, and then mailed it just for me. I was bitten by a bug, but not that usual buzzing kind. This bug had this special power within its bite, almost like a superpower. Oh, it wasn't an ordinary bug at all. I was immediately infected with contagious gratitude. Now, let me just give you a little rundown on the power of contagious gratitude and how it works. So when someone does something nice for you and you feel grateful, this feeling is sort of like a bug, and instead of making you sick, it inspires you to want to do kind things for other people. So you pass on the kindness, and by doing something nice for somebody else, now they catch the happy bug and feel grateful. And then they, in turn, want to continue the cycle by being kind to another person. And it's just this endless chain of kindness that just keeps growing and spreading joy. And ever since that day that I received that letter, whenever I encounter exceptional service, I will often just walk up to the manager and let them know right away how their employee was so dedicated to their job and they just brightened my day. And if the manager isn't there, then I'll just simply look at the employee and say, who can I contact, and tell them about the wonderful service you provided me today. And then I will immediately send them an email or make a phone call or write a note or whatever the case may be. But the really cool part about all of this is that just taking that little bit of time to follow through with these small little acts will not only make the employee feel terrific, but also you're going to make the manager's day. I mean, let's face it, they're thrilled that their employees are doing such a great job. But the absolute guarantee that you are going to get is almost an instant happiness boost for yourself. And that, my friends, is the best part of all. Studies have shown how gratitude helps us recognize the good in our lives. It even promotes healthy behaviors and enhances well-being and strengthens our relationships. And that's precisely why I call this contagious gratitude bite a superpower. But what exactly is it about gratitude that makes it contagious? Well, the answer to that is simple science. There are these remarkable little cells in our brains called mirroneurons. Mirroneurons. I say it with a southern accent. Mirroneurons. Now, I am by no means a neuroscientist, but there's a very, very simple explanation so you can understand how they work. And here's a good one I think you'll identify with. Imagine you're standing in line at a coffee shop and the person in front of you turns around and says, I'm going to buy your coffee today. Well, you're surprised, right? And you feel so good that you decide, well, I'm going to buy the coffee for the person behind me. So what just happened? What just happened was that your mirroneurons were at work. And when the person in front of you did something nice, your mirror neurons mirrored that action inside your brain. You felt good, not just because you got free coffee, but because your brain copied the feeling of doing something kind. And then you bought the coffee for the next person. You spread that good feeling, and well, that's how gratitude can be contagious. It's just like a smile can be contagious, or a yawn can be contagious. Kindness can be contagious too. And it starts with our mirror neurons. They help us feel what others feel, and they lead us to spread positivity and gratitude. So the next time you feel grateful, remember your mirror neurons, as I say, and look out, because you might just get a bite of contagious gratitude. And if you do, I hope it spreads like joy like wildfire, and I hope the joy is not only around you, but also within yourself. Now, if you're eager to dive a little bit deeper into contagious gratitude and get a glimpse of the actual letter that I received from the hotel guest, then click on the link in the description below, and it's going to transport you directly to my blog at scribblesandgrits.com, and you'll go directly to that blog post. And while you're in the description box, could you just click on like to give me a high five, or subscribe to join my community, or share and bring your friends in? And if you do even just one of those things, you will light up my mirror neurons and set them on fire. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep spreading the joy.